And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, though.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. And that pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown Wolverines. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he added the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Offense in an empty set. And back to the air on 2nd down. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Pirates!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. It'll be a draw. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The Pirates get enough for the first down. Might as well give it to him again. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Fast motion from the offense. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Pirates want to pick up the tempo. He leaves it with his back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And here's the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Wolverines look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan! The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. He wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. On target to the left. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Unloads quickly. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, East Carolina. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. Offense gets set for second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quick strike complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Bully ball on third and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Fair catch called for and made. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Second down coming up. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Pirates headed quickly to the line.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Tackled, but he has a first down. And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They're bringing, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build them.
And that pass picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off-play action on 1st down. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. After picking up this 1st down on the ground, let's see what they do. He's going to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Wolverines are on the move. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Getting some heat. He's got his man. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He'll pull it down. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. From the red zone, looking for a space. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The snap sets up the throw. The pocket starts to collapse. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Back-to-back sacks. That's the way you respond defensively. Love it. Getting after the quarterback. Even though this is running time, running situation on the field, this defense was not fooled. They were ready for the pass. They were studied up. 2 sacks in back-to-back plays.
It's still third and goal. He's looking downfield to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good.
That makes the score East Carolina 24, Michigan 17.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far, and you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
The Pirates will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create...
He's loose. He's at the 40. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll give it to him again. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pressure coming. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the effort by the defense. The last play, gain of no yards. This play, they get a sack. They're playing excellent defense right now up against their own goal line.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The ball squirts free. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Pirates are rolling down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Pumps it downfield. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Finds his man. It's Proctor. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Pirates will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He makes a catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. So after the first down run, here's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Quarterback moving. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And the field goal unit is on the field. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
East Carolina 27, Michigan 24.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Finds the tight end. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Proctor. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Trying to get to him. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up with an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
The give to the tailback. Here just trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And it's picked off for the third time today. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
First down here for the offense. Here's the handoff. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He wants to throw. It's incomplete. Tried a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Michigan. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Makes a man miss. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. It's complete on the right side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. He'll do it himself. They make the stop, but this running game moves the change as they get the 1st down. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Looking to buy time. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Proctor. And that one did not work. 3rd and goal coming up here.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Dances away. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Power football with the run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got it on the outside, it's Daniels. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Wolverines are on the move. They'll put the tight end in motion. They're getting this guy lathered up. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to power their way ahead. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. The run from the shotgun. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home. And I know the fans inside the dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They've got the screen set up. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The Pirates send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. They'll run this play from the pistol. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Got a man. It's Parrish. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save.